This is WIKISPEED, mostly LRW. Uh, Thursday, May the 1st, 2025. And go ahead, David.
Uh, what am I going ahead with here?
What you did last week?
Oh, well, I made a whole bunch more of these hands-off badges there. I'm kind of wiped out. I went on. I had one of those protests this morning at 10 o'clock in the morning, which is the time that I'm normally just getting out of bed. And uh, anyway, oh, and I did a bit of work on this. Uh, I don't know if I mentioned that one of my fellow inventors there that I work on projects for asked me to help him with the electronics on another one of his projects. This is the guy that he can't do electronics at all, but he does other things, and so we collaborate on projects by me doing the electronics and he does the other parts. And so he asked me to help him. I've been working on that a bit, and also preparing for the protests and everything. And I think that's about it, all I can think of.
Okay, and coming week and any blogs.
Uh, Coming week. Well, I keep saying I'm going to work on my book, but I don't. That's never going to happen again. No, one of these days. Um, I'm going to continue trying to find a possible buyer for the pool equipment invention that I've got there. I actually there's another idea for an invention, an electronic device that I kind of had been thinking about, but never really seriously thought um, about doing. It was just sort of a thing that I thought would be a cool thing to have. And now I'm thinking maybe I really should actually think about developing it. It's basically a new type of digital uh, lock, a digital electronic keypad when you need to punch in a code, but with a variation there.
Okay, and anything's blocking you that we could help you with?
I can't think of anything you can help me with. I mean, the usual blocks are just being busy with everything else. I really should get around to doing my taxes at some point. And the usual lawn maintenance. Oh, I spent some time repairing my sprinkler. One of the sprinkler, the big area where my grass was dying, and I found that one of the sprinkler heads was not squirting out any water. And so I ordered a new sprinkler head and I dug up the old one and then found that the old one was twice the size of the new one. So the new one just barely came up to ground level or something. So then I had to get another one of those. Put that. I mean, that's the type of thing, the housework and life in general and health and of course doctor's appointments and all that. So in short, the block is as always time. Uh, and like I said, at the moment, finding people to buy my inventions.
Okay, Michael.
Nothing to report for this week. I am still hoping to get Docker working next week, maybe this weekend, hopefully. And blocks as suggested, life in general and part-time jobs specifically.
Well,
Back to you,
what were you trying to get working?
Docker,
Doctor working.
Docker, Docker.
Oh, Docker. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to get your doctor working, and I didn't quite see what you had to do there.
Okay, Lawrence Salter, Gabriel Island, British Columbia, Canada, and the past week. So ordered uh, I ordered the Vision chip from Alibaba Express. My bank refused to send anything directly to DF Robot. Like I tried to use my credit card at their website, but the bank didn't like it. But so I looked for the same product on Alibaba, and it worked fine. It came out to 30 Canadian. It was 15 US, but with shipping, it was 30 Canadian for a single one. I'm probably going to order more, but I want to test out one, and it must be coming by airmail or something. So it's because it's so tiny rather than being put on a ship. Normally it takes 30 to 60 days for something from China, but
Well, but first of all, is that the thing I recommended to you?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Alibaba, one thing, I think that they have, over the last few years, taken to warehousing a lot of the stuff in North America.
yeah,
In other words,
yeah, I'm
they're no
sure.
longer, which is why the deliveries are getting so fast. I mean,
Yeah,
they're stockpiling it here or something, and
yeah,
you know,
cool.
which makes some real good sense now.
Yeah. So I ordered it. It's coming by the 11th. Uh, and um, and then I looked into their tutorials. So they have a couple of things I was looking at today. Oh, and I also got back into looking at Josh's. The guy for his company is Articulated Robotics, and he's very active, and he's doing interesting things, and that's why we were looking at Docker. And he has ROS tutorials, but also he uses Arduino and uh, ESP32 Fire Beetle. Uh, Pardon me, those are he uses Arduino. I'm getting ahead of myself. So I was looking around on the DF Robotics because they have huge number of AI things, little AI, cheap little AI things, if you've looked at it. And one of the things they have is tutorials. So I was looking at some of their tutorials. So they have an example in there of uh, several applications with code and everything, but also suggestions. And one of my tasks I was doing was to check out other developments in robot ways to make robots work. So on the DF Robot website, they in their tutorials, there's two things. There's a thing called Mind Plus, which is kind of oriented to kids, but it generates code. So it's a graphical interface, somewhat like you can do for Arduino, where you can drag and drop. I'm trying to remember what the name of it there. But you can drag and drop component, and build a program dragging and dropping, but then it will generate either Python or I think the Arduino type code or something like that. But anyways, it looks pretty interesting. And then they have another one. Uh, plus, and there was another one that's a similar drag and drop kind of environment. And they call it edge computing. And that's the edge computing is I'm not going to bother to screen share because I not this time,
So from
not
what I
far enough
understand,
into it. What's that?
from what I understand, edge computing is trying to do AI on computers that are relatively small so that you don't have to send the information to the cloud and have it processed and then send it back.
Yeah,
That seems to be the generic definition, although everybody wants to say edge computing because that's the thing now.
yeah, yeah. So anyway, coming week, then follow through with that. I'm kind of flipping a coin and doing something easy or hard. I find it like a little bit difficult to get back to the things that I'm stuck on. Blocks absolutely is networking. I've tried this and that. I can't, uh, I can't get my network to recognize my latest, even though I've done it before, my latest, uh, Raspberry Pi download. I can't get, I have a spare, uh, a spare, router, Cisco router that I bought a long time ago, but it's still, uh, I have a question in crosstalk about that. It still seems to be fairly powerful, but um, it is plugged in on the back of the Cisco to the internet connection, so it's not wrong there. My modem router from my ISP provider that I rent, it has four that are just out, Ethernet out. Yeah, so I'm really still, those are big blocks for me, and I'm I so in the coming week I'm going to spend some time on that, uh, but also some time on just getting ready for this chip to arrive and seeing what I can do. Uh, I don't know if yeah. So that's it for me for this part. So back to you, David. How rate yourself, the team, and any kind of uh, process improvement that would move us along a whole lot. We don't have one, but sometimes we, have something that we want to do. So go ahead.
Well, I think I'm gonna be generous and give myself a 9, partly for coming up with this idea for the electronic thing, even though I haven't actually, but it's but basically in my head, I can see the whole code and how it works and everything. So it's just really just a matter of putting it down. And also for having printed something like 40 or 50 of those hands-off badges and attended, a couple of the protests and the whole bit, and fixing my sprinkler. So yeah, I think I've had a fairly productive week there. Actually, it's been 2 weeks since I was with you guys. The team, I'll give you guys an 8 because it sounds like you're at least working. I mean, remember what Edison said when somebody asked him, aren't you disappointed that you tried, 499 times to make a light bulb and it didn't work? And he said, no, because I learned 499 ways not to make a light bulb. So, um, I we'll get together in the crosstalk and talk about some other things. As for the other improvement, I think I need more information about what you're doing before I can suggest anything to you.
Okay.
Hello.
Michael.
Okay, I'm going to give myself a 2 and team an 8, and I got no process
Hello.
improvement. And I got a mute.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll give myself an 8, team an 8, and no particular process improvement. It seems like we're working on a bunch of threads or whatever, and I think I'm going to stop recording unless that someone has something they want to say online. So
No, I don't think there's anything of particularly want to get recorded here.
okay.